Time to play some ball here in Richmond, Virginia at the Diamond. As your Reading Fightin Phils take on the Flying Squirrels for game number 5 of the 6-game set. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Emily Messina here, bringing you all the action on the road. The Fightin Phils have now had 2 great back-to-back games where they've fought very hard late and close, and they've come out on top. Yesterday's contest was a pitcher's duel until the 7th inning, when the Flying Squirrels scored the first run in the bottom half. Reading came back up. They put 2 on in the top of the 8th to lead. The Flying Squirrels tied it up in the bottom half. We went to extras, and Reading said that's enough. They scored 2 in the top of the 10th. Jonathan Guzman, a sacrifice bunt, provoked an error out of the catcher, and a runner scored a sac fly from Simone Museotti, gave them an insurance run as Brian Marconi took the win and Mike Adams had the save. Looking forward to today's contest. It is wet here at the ballpark. It has been raining almost all day long. It's misting right now. It's wet. We are about a half hour delayed, but we're getting ready to start here as Jake Dahlberg, the lefty, warms up for the Flying Squirrels. He'll be throwing to Brett Arbok back behind the plate, Diego Rincones in left, Mike Igliotti in center, and Jacob Hayward in right. Sean Roby and Tyler Fitzgerald on the left side of the infield, Shane Matheny and Frankie Tostado on the right. It's Jude Corey calling the balls and strikes back behind the plate. The crew chief, Kelvis Velez, shifting to the hot corner, and Sean Cassidy is manning the first base territory. The Fightin Phils will go with Simone Museotti to lead it off. He had a very exciting game yesterday. 2 hits, 2 walks, and that sac fly, which of course is an RBI. Johan Rojas will bat second, Wendell Rijo third, and Logan O'Hoppe will catch and be in that cleanup spot. Aldrum Corridor batting 5th. He is the designated hitter. Kevin Vicuna in that 6-hole. He'll play first. And then Jonathan Guzman, Sal Gazzo, and Hunter Marquardt back as he returns from the injured list 2 days ago, but getting his first start since he laid out for that ball over the right field fence at First Energy Stadium. If you remember that, a couple stitches in the knees, rehabbing, and now he's back, and I'm looking forward to watching him play. Museotti steps in the lefty batter's box. A lefty-lefty matchup here to start off this game at the Diamond. Dahlberg comes home outside. It's a called strike. The first pitch, 6:33. So that is just about a half-hour delay here. A little bit of a shift on Simone. Takes a called strike on the outside corner again. This is game number 81 of 138 as we are in the second half. Reading 6-4, the Squirrels 3-7. The Fightin Phils 2 games back from the Portland Sea Dogs, who are tearing it up against Binghamton. Time is called. A pitch clock violation, even though he threw the ball. And so that will go ball number 1 to Jake Dahlberg. Really late pitch clock violation call. That's a 6th we've seen this series. So interesting. We've talked about that before as Musi takes a ball outside 2-2. There's some series where the umpires call nothing, and then there's other series like this one where we see at least 1 a game. So the count even now. Here to Museotti trying to lead us off, but he takes a swinging strike. Foul tips it into the glove of Arbok, and there is out number 1. Series tied 2-2. These teams do not meet up again at home, so this is the only trip that we see. Richmond. 1 more game coming up tomorrow. That'll be a 1:05 start. Rojas bats this back into the net behind home plate, and he'll take strike number 1. Dahlberg has spent the entire season here in Richmond. This is his 15th start, 70 innings, averaging about 4 2/3 a game. Rojas swats this deep to right field, back at the track, it's gone! Johan Rojas, his first home run here in Reading, starts off the scoring in the top of the first, and the Fightin Phils lead 1-0. Righty just smoked that the opposite way as he points to the sky while he touches the plate. This kid can do it all. Here's Wendell Rijo. He's the hottest hitter on the team right now. Batting .438 in the past 10 games with 14 hits and 8 RBIs. He's stolen 3 bases. He scored 9 runs. And he's walked more than he struck out. That's pretty good. Also, he plays both second and third base. He hasn't made an error. And he's helped turn 6 double plays. Takes a first pitch strike here. Chops it foul down 0-2. The Fightin Phils lead early. They lead 1-0 here on Johan Rojas's solo shot. Dahlberg, a very high strikeout kind of pitcher, averaging about 1 per inning, only 18 walks. So very solid control here out of the lefty. As this is in the dirt, 1-2. The Fightin Phils, they like playing against lefties. They are 5-1 on the road versus lefties. Rijo smacks this foul into the second deck. It bounces down. Keep his 1-2 count. There's another one inside, 2-2. Now, it's not exactly raining, but it's certainly wet in the air. It's humid, it's misting. Everybody's got the ponchos. A couple people have the umbrellas. And so we'll be interested to see how that impacts the gripping of the baseball by these pitchers. Actually, they're showing me now on the camera, it might be raining just a little bit. It's hard to tell from this area as Rijo takes a pitch out of the strike zone. The count is now full. This is swatted foul, staying alive here with the full count, really upping the offerings here from Dahlberg. That was number 7 in this at-bat. A full count pitch taken out to center field. Gigliotti on the run, back at the warning track. About 2 steps shy of a home run. And here is Logan O'Hoppe in the cleanup spot. The Fightin Phils have an early 1-0 lead on Rojas's home run. There's 2 outs here in the first. First pitch strike, the second one inside. Logan makes it 1-1. Rojas had 3 home runs while he was with High A Jersey Shore in 70 games, 1 here with the Fightin. Since he's been with us, he's had a hit in 8 of 9 of his games. Already 13 hits, couple multi-hit games, 5 stolen bases, and filling up the stat sheet because he had 2 doubles, 1 triple. Now he fills that line with the 1 home run. Here's a ball and 2 strikes to O'Hoppe. It's inside, and the count moves 2-2. Reading already up 1-0 here. Dahlberg trying to get out of the first. And this is taken to right center field. Racing back, Hayward at the warning track, and he makes the catch. 3 very deep fly balls by the Fightin Phils. Just one of them goes over, though. Rojas's solo shot. The Fightin Phils take a 1-0 lead here for Noah Skiro. He'll be up in the bottom half in just one moment here at the Diamond.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Into the bottom of the first with a 1-run lead thanks to Johan Rojas' solo shot. Fightin' Phils will turn to Noah Skiro here on the rubber, one of the most consistent starters for the Fightin' Phils this season. He'll be throwing down to Logan O'Hoppe. Out and left is Hunter Marquardt, in center is Johan Rojas, and in right is Simone Museotti. Fightin' Phils have Wendell Rijo and Jonathan Guzman on the left side of the infield, Sal Gazzo at second, and Kevin Vicuna stays at first for his 4th game over there. This is swatted way out of the ballpark. At the warning track to make the catch is Museotti. Wow, that has been 4 aggressive fly balls. It is carrying today. And that one just stayed in. Gigliotti shaking his head as he heads back into the dugout. He can't believe that stayed in either. Wind is pushing from right to left right now. I wouldn't say that it's pushing out of the ballpark at all. And the weather app has it at 10 miles an hour. So that could be carrying the ball a little bit. And the air is certainly less dense than it has been in the past few days. With the humidity, things have been getting stuck high in the sky. Not today. It is just 69 degrees here in Richmond, Virginia, after a couple of 90-plus degree days as Brett Arbok takes an 0-2 count here. Skiro working quickly, gets a fly ball foul. He'll keep his count. And a swing and a miss. Skiro hits 92 on the radar gun. He sets Arbok back to the dugout without number 2. And here is Diego Rincones in the bottom of the first. Checks his swing. O'Hoppe points down to the first base umpire. He doesn't go around 2-0. This is a ground ball right side, backhanded by Vicuna. Skiro comes over to cover. He touches the bag, grabs the ball, and there it is, a 1-2-3 frame in the bottom of the first inning to keep the Phils up by 1. And guess what? It's their turn to bat here coming up in just a moment at the diamond.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
To the top of the second we go here in Richmond. Johan Rojas' solo shot in the first puts the Fightin' Phils up 1-0. Noah Skiro sent down Richmond in order in the bottom half on just 9 pitches. As Aldrum Corridor, Kevin Vicuna, and Jonathan Guzman are due up here in this frame against Dahlberg. He needed 19 offerings to get out of the first. Corridor swats this foul. Takes the ball outside. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Fightins will have a lot of them in the lineup with Museotti, Corridor, Marquardt, and then Salgazzo, the switch hitter, will probably bat from the left side. Of course, you know, we'll have to wait and see what he chooses, but usually bats opposite of the pitcher, or from the right side, excuse me. Usually bats opposite of the pitcher, but we'll have to wait and see. Dahlberg hits the strike zone 2-1-2 the count here to Corridor. A little bit of a shift on the lefty batter. This is a ball in the dirt. Grounds crew did a really good job of keeping this playable. They put the tarp on early. The warning track is soaked. So I see guys being really careful with their cleats. See guys wiping their bats off. A lot of extra pine tar there, making sure that the grip is held in, because it is certainly wet in the sky. I'm impressed at the crowd here at the Diamond, though. They've still pulled a good number of fans for this kind of evening. Did cool off the weather a little bit here. It's a shot out to right field. Jacob Hayward on the run, back at the warning track. He makes the catch. That is now 4 balls that have made it to the warning track. Only Rojas has sent it over. So, 1 out here, top of the second. Here's Kevin Vicuna. He's another guy that has been really hot for the Fightin' Phils in the past few games. As he steps in the righty batter's box. Dahlberg comes set, glove at the chest. Now he comes outside to Kevin Vicuna. In his last 10 games, Kevin has batted .364 with 12 hits and 7 RBIs. Sends this foul down 0-2. He's also played a variety of positions, infield and outfield. Left, second, and first. And has not made an error. Glove of the chest here, 0-2. Dahlberg, originally a 21st round draft pick by the St. Louis Cardinals in 2017. And then he was released in 2019 by St. Louis, but It was not until 2021, as this ball goes foul, that he was signed by the San Francisco Giants. Did struggle with a little bit of injury earlier this season. One out here, top of the second. A slow roller off the bat of Kevin rolls foul. We'll go again. In between that time, when he was released by St. Louis and picked up by the Giants, played a couple of years of independent ball, mainly as a starter, couple of stints in relief, threw lots of innings though. They definitely don't have as many rules about pitch count and innings and things like that. That was in the American Association with the Chicago Dogs. Chase is an offering, down and away, and they say he went around. Get him on the breaking ball. There's out number 2. Tried really hard to hold up his bat there. Dahlberg went to the University of Illinois at Chicago. Born and raised, though, in Vancouver, Washington. Here's Jonathan Guzman. He sends the first pitch he sees sky high. Everybody coming over, but it's going to end up about 2 rows back behind the Flying Squirrels dugout. And Dahlberg was actually the opening day starter here for the Flying Squirrels. He's been solid, usually doesn't go more than 5. Keeps the walks low, the strikeouts high. He sends a ball to Jonathan Guzman, 1-1 the count. There's a foul back, 1-2. Long ball has been an issue for him. Sometimes allowing multiple per game. Already 1 gone to Johan Rojas. That's how the Fightin' Phils lead 1-0. We're in the top of the second. 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils. And here's a 1-2 to Guzzi inside. 2-2. Infield, outfield, back deep. That wind still pushing from left to right here. Jonathan gets a piece of it to stay alive. Rain coming down a little bit more now. Nothing that I don't think we can play through until about 9 o'clock. That's when it's really supposed to pick up, but hopefully we can get the game in time. I think we should be able to, but you never know. We've played a couple of long 3-hour contests. Here's the payoff pitch. Line right into the glove of Sean Roby. He's made some great contact this series, but just gotten unlucky about where the ball ends up. And so the Fightin' Phils go down in order here in the second. They do lead 1-0 as we head into the bottom half. Noah Skiro out for a frame in just a moment.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me. Everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Into the bottom of the second we go. The Fightin Phils lead 1-0. Noah Skiro had a 1-2-3 frame on 9 pitches to get through the first, so we'll see what he can do against Frankie Tostado, Sean Roby, and Tyler Fitzgerald. First pitch outside. A swing and a miss as he goes off speed, makes it 1-1. This is foul. Dribbler back behind the plate. The Phillies had an early game today. Out in St. Louis, they won 1-0. What happened, Derek Hall doubled in the top of the ninth, moved over on Didi's soft bunt. Well, they put a pinch runner in, Mickey Moniak. High heat, and Tostado strikes out swinging. There's out number 2 here out number 1 here in the bottom of the second, excuse me. Mickey Moniak went in to pinch run, and Alec Boehm had a sacrifice fly that brought in the only run of the game. Kyle Gibson went 7 strong, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts. A huge game for the Phils as they move to 46-39, still trying to chase down the Mets and the Braves. They are in a wild card spot right now. Of course, so much left of the season to go. Sean Roby takes a first pitch, a ball outside. Checks his swing. He does go around 1-1. Noah Skiro, just a 4 ERA in 12 starts. 4 wins for the Fightin Phils as he comes outside. 1-1. He had 2 starts in last week's series. The first was very impressive. Went 7 innings strong. That was the longest of his career, allowing just 5 hits and 1 run. Toughed it out, though, in his second start. Went just 4 1/3. So we'll see what today brings. Of course, a lot of that pitch count-wise. They've let him get up there, though. 96, his highest, as ball 4 comes above the letters. And that's the first base runner of the game here for the Flying Squirrels as Sean Roby walks down to first. Here is Tyler Fitzgerald. Skiro went to school not too far from here at Liberty University. And that is in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is not too far from Richmond. When he went there, pitched part of a combined no-no. In 2019, he led the Atlantic Sun Conference. Strikeouts per 9 innings, 11.5 per 9, which is very impressive. And then was signed by the Phillies 2021, so this is his second professional season. Sends a ball down and away, moves the count 1-2. A lot of guys signed in that pandemic year since there was only 5 rounds of the draft. Fitzgerald ropes this up foul. And the count will stay 1-2. So signed in that year, but he didn't play until 2021. Obviously, there was nowhere to play. Runner on first is Sean Roby. He's had 2 stolen bases. He's also been caught twice. Logan takes the pitch from Skiro outside. 2-2. Big hack by Tyler Fitzgerald, and he goes down swinging. Strikeout number 3 for Noah Skiro. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. Runner on first. Here is Shane Matheny. The Arphils lead 1-0. The only hit of the game, that was Johan Rojas's solo shot in the first. Hits the outside part of the strike zone. Matheny down 0-1. Lehigh Valley just began their contests at Coca-Cola Park against Rochester. Checks his swing, he definitely goes around, down 0-2. They're up 3-0 though after the first. Dustin Peterson, a RBI double. Josh Akami brings in a run as well. And there's a swing and a miss. Noah Skiro strikes out the side. He does walk a batter, but he leaves him on and keeps Richmond scoreless. The Fightin' Phils lead by 1. To the third we go here at the Diamond.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Into the top of the third here, Noah Skiro has been dominating for the Fightin' Phils. Already has 4 strikeouts in 2 innings, just walking a batter, no hits. Salgazzo looks to lay down the bunt, but it's foul to start things off. Gazzo batting from the right side against the lefty Dahlberg. Hunter Marquardt due up, and then we go back to the top of the order with Simone Museotti. Fightin' Phils have a 1-run lead off of Rojas's solo home run. Corner infielders playing in, not very in. As Sal keeps the bat on his shoulder, he takes strike 2. Swing and a miss down on strikes. And there's an out to start off this frame. Here is Hunter Marquardt. Marquardt activated from the injured list on the 7th. This is his first game back from when he threw himself basically over the fence in right field at First Energy Stadium, trying to make a very impressive play, which he did. Put his body on the line for that one. Took some time to recover. Now he's back as he takes a first pitch ball outside to show signs of bunt. Wind picking up a little bit, pushing inside the park right now as little drops of rain continue to fall. I can feel them here in my booth as the 1-0 comes inside. Signs of bunt again, but it's outside. 2-1. They do have a little bit of a shift on the lefty batter, so if he can lay this bunt down the third base line, certainly the kind of guy that can run it out. Fightin Phils have had quite a number of bunt singles this summer and sacrifice bunts. They're third in Double-A. This is chipped up the first baseline, foul, and that moves his count 2-2. So I don't think we'll see the bunt. We've seen those sac bunts from Jonathan Guzman in back-to-back games. Sacrifice fly yesterday by Museotti. And Hunter's going to have to pick up his bat and head back to the dugout. They're going to give him a different one since that one hit the dirt. A little wet maybe. It's got a pink handle on it. One out here, top of the third. Jake Dahlberg up to 45 pitches already. Dahlberg, glove at the chest. Here's the 2-2 to Hunter, and a called strike 3 rings him up on the outside corner. There's back-to-back strikeouts for Dahlberg, out number 2 here in the third as we go back to the top of the order with Simone Museotti. Highest pitch count in a game so far this season for Dahlberg, 91. Clearly they've been building him up if I look at these counts. High 80s, high 80s, high 80s, and then 91 in his last start. Only went 5 innings then. Just one hit in this contest so far. That belongs to Johan Rojas with his solo shot. He's in the on-deck circle. Museotti grounds this to the first baseman. He'll pick it up and make the play unassisted. And the Fightin Phils go down in order here in the third. To the bottom half we go with the 1-0 lead. Noah Skiro back out in just a second.
RoofMax of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. RoofMax's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, RoofMax of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Swinging on the first pitch is Ricardo Genovese. Noah Skiro picks it up, runs it over himself. He's laughing there with Kevin Vicuna. He said, "You could have tossed that to me." But he makes the play, and there is out number 1 here to start off the bottom of the third. The Fightin Phils lead 1-0 here. Both teams have had just one base runner, that home run from Rojas, and then a walk by Sean Roby. One away quickly for Skiro as he comes outside to Jacob Hayward, the number 9 hitter today. Takes a ball down and away, 2-0. There's a strike to Hayward. Jersey Shore just beginning their game against Hudson Valley home at Shoretown Ballpark As Hayward swings through a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, the count moves 2-2. Andrew Painter getting the start there for the Blue Claws, so we will keep you updated. Just had 1 inning of work, struck out 2 on 9 pitches. They're only in the bottom of the first in Jersey. And he chases a breaking ball. Swing and a miss for Jacob Hayward. He goes down. Strikeout number 5 for Noah Skiro. And out number 2 here in the third. His highest strikeout count in an outing was 8. He did that back on June 22nd at Binghamton. Now, something we've talked about before is how, yes, strikeouts are cool, strikeouts are fun. Do they always translate to a really great start? And that is no. No, they don't. Sometimes they do. It's looking like it will in this start so far for Ski. Gets a first pitch strike here to Gigliotti, then a ball outside. Overcast overhead today. No signs of sun, just clouds and rain. They do have the lights on at the ballpark just in case. The sun won't set for another hour or so, but it's bright out right now, but it's not sunny. This is set high in the sky out to right. Backing up is Gazzo. He's going to call off Jalen Ortiz and make the catch. And there is out number 3. 1-2-3 frame for Noah to get out of the third as we head into the top of the fourth. Here at the Diamond, your our Phils lead 1-0. Can they lead by more?
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the fourth here at the Diamond. The Fightin' Phils lead 1-0. Noah Skiro has kept the Richmond bats very quiet so far. Jake Dahlberg back on the rubber here. 48 pitches under his belt. He'll see Johan Rojas, the only one to have a hit against him so far, that solo shot. Wendell Rijo and Logan O'Hoppe. Definitely has some Philly fans in the crowd here today. A couple of Harper jerseys out there, and some people are cheering for Johan. Takes the first pitch, ball inside. Connected for his 4th home run of the season, his first in Double-A. Had 3 back with Jersey Shore back in the first inning. Looks like he's going to do some small ball to lay down the bunt. Instead, it catches him in the feet. And the count moves 2-0. I think he, avoided being hit. He's saying something to the umpire. Had to jump. And he'll head back up in the count 2-0. Glove of the chest for Dahlberg. The lefty kicks and fires outside. 3-0. And this is ball 4. 4 straight pitches to Johan Rojas. Man, he did not want to give him anything that he could hit. dotting outside. And a walk down to first to start this off with a base runner. Here is Wendell Rijo. He takes the signs from manager Sean Williams, who's down the third base line. Mike Jones, the first base coach, giving some insights to Johan Rojas. He's had one stolen base in the series. I would not be surprised if he takes off here. Little bit different with the lefty starter. He's had his good eyes on you. Laying down the bunt is Rijo, but it's foul. Rojas shuffles off the bag. Nobody out here, runner on in the top of the fourth. Dahlberg looking straight at him, but he's going to come home. Rijo sends this deep to right, but it's foul. And he's down 0-2. Thinks about going. He has to slide it back as Dahlberg sends it over to first to Tostado. There's the one step off. If Rojas can induce another step off here, he'll have an easier time trying to go to first. With those new rules, you only get 2 step offs per batter. And then if you don't get him, you have to, let's say you throw it over for a third time and you don't get him, he gets a base. That's a ball just outside. 1-2 here to Wendell Rijo. He flew out deep to center his first time up. Dahlberg looking anxiously over at Rojas. He's going to come home. The 1-2 inside, belted foul. And we'll go again. Looking over at first, he's going to go over there. This time, Rojas just takes one step over. So that is step off number 2 here in this at-bat. Dahlberg has until the 4-second mark to begin his offering home. Doesn't have to release the ball, but he has to begin that forward motion. And so we'll see if Rojas takes off in that time. He doesn't. This is sent sky high, popped up. It's going to stay in the infield. The second baseman, Matheny, makes the catch. And there is out number 1 for Logan O'Hoppe. Hop got the day off yesterday. Was in as catcher on Thursday. 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a walk. Also two walks in the game on Wednesday. Inside, a first pitch strike to the righty. On the bench today, if the Fightin' Phils should need them, Jalen Ortiz getting the night off, Jack Conley, and AJ Graffinino. Fightin' Phils do sit at 27 men on their roster. They are allowed to have 28, as this ball is in the dirt, 1-1. Runner on first, 1 out here. Fightin' Phils lead by 1. O'Hoppe sends his foul back into the net behind home plate. The bat boy comes racing out of the dugout to pick that up. Logan flew out deep to right his first time up today. Our Phils continue to wear their Los Luchadores jerseys. They've won twice in them in back-to-back games. Yesterday was the Copa night, so Richmond joined them in wearing their Flying Squirrels Latino tribute uniforms. So the Fightin' Phils are going to stay put in the Luchadores uniforms. They are 13-6. While dressed as that alternate identity, it's the black top with the yellow cap sleeves. Here's a 2-2 in the dirt, and the count is full. Wearing the road gray pants and the matching black, white, and red cap with the big luchador mask on the front. Richmond in their home whites, the black cap with the flying squirrel on the front. Dahlberg looks to first. Here's the payoff pitch. Logan sends this into left center. It's going to drop in. Racing for third is Rojas. Here's the throw in from the center fielder. Instead, he's going to go to second to keep Logan at first. And the Fightin' Phils have runners on the corners as Ohapi gets just the second hit of the game. Here is Aldrum Corridor. Something that definitely has to be noted with Aldrum is he is very, very good with runners in scoring position here. He joined us about a month late in the season. Logan Ohapi leads the team in RBIs with 40, and Corridor not far behind him with 34, and as I just said, about a month late. Now Logan, although he leads the team with 40, he also was out for about 3 weeks. And Corridor's got a runner on third here, 90 feet from home plate as he takes a first pitch strike. Reading leads 1-0. They'd like to lead by more. We've seen very close games the past few nights. Really good baseball games, which has been fun. Dahlberg comes home to Aldrum. This hits the outside corner. He's down 0-2. Arbok's going to have to be very solid in the catching position today. We haven't seen him back there. They did Genovese for 2, Martirano for 2. We've seen him in this game as the DH, but not as the catcher, as he takes a pitch below the knees, 1-2. Rojas on third, Ohapi on first. Just went out here, top of the fourth at the Diamond. This is in the dirt. Corridor tells Rojas, stay put. Did not get away from Arbok that much. Corridor batting .260 with runners in scoring position. That's where 24 of his RBIs have come from. 2-2 sent foul. We'll go again. Logan has the best batting average, .327 with runners in scoring position, and then Corridor back behind him with that .260 mark. Just one out here. Send something deep to the outfield. That would be enough for the speedy Rojas. There's a called strike at the knees. He can't believe it. Caught looking. He'll head back to the dugout with out number 2. Strikeout number 5 for Jake Dahlberg. And here's Kevin Vicuna trying to bring a run in. Dahlberg up to 70 pitches now. Fightin' Phils are eating into the starter early. Both teams used a lot of bullpen arms yesterday in that extra inning contest. 5 used by Richmond. They also placed 2 on the injured list today, so they are definitely working shorter out of the pen. And considering we play tomorrow as well. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Kevin takes a pitch in the dirt. He struck out swinging his first time up. The Phils lead 1-0 on Rojas' home run. He's out on third now, walked and moved over on Logan Ohapi's base hit. Fightin' Phils are trying to bring him in. He has stole home a couple times in Jersey Shore. There's another one below the knees, 2-0 to Vicuna. .225 batting average with runners in scoring position for Kevin. Sends this out to right field. It's foul, and it won't be playable for Hayward. But he actually bats better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He bats .294, which is cool. Very good under pressure. That's what that means. Takes a moment before settling himself in the righty batter's box. He's got runners on the corners here and 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 offering. It's inside, 3-1. Jonathan Guzman is waiting in the on-deck circle. Sean Williams giving a message here to Johan Rojas. Arbok has been very solid back behind the plate. Nothing has gotten by him yet. Here's the 3-1 in for a strike at the knees, and the count is full. Vicuna sends this out to left. Rincones racing over, and he'll make the catch. A line out will end the inning. The Fightin' Phils get 2 on, but they strand, and they do lead 1-0 to the bottom of the 4th here at the Diamond. Noah Skiro will be back out in just one moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Here's Noah Skiro for the bottom of the 4th inning. The Fightin' Phils got a hit and a walk in the top half, but they stranded both of those base runners on. So they take their 1-0 lead into the bottom half. Skiro will see Brett Arbok to start things off. Diego Rincones and Frankie Tostado, the hefty part of Richmond's lineup. And he sends Arbok a first pitch strike. He struck out swinging his first time up. This one just misses the outside corner, 1-1. Hoppy, good frame at the knees. They don't get the call they're looking for. 38 offerings coming into this frame for Noah Skiro. He's allowed just 1 base runner via walk as he hits the inside part of the plate. That 90-mile-an-hour fastball makes it 2-2. Phillies took a big 1-0 win earlier over St. Louis today. Here's a 2-2 poked off the end of the bat, foul. Lehigh Valley leads 3-0 over Rochester. They are going to the bottom of the 4th at Coca-Cola Park. Jersey Shore is scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd as this is a caught looking inside corner. Skiro, strikeout number 6 here in the top of the 4th inning. Very impressive. It's that 90-mile-an-hour fastball again. Here's Diego Rincones. Andrew Painter now 2 clean innings of work. He's not allowed a base runner and 3 strikeouts on 23 offerings. Jersey Shore's trying to get him a little bit of a lead, if they could. Rincones grounds this left side. Rijo bobbles it, but he throws it over to first in time. And there is out number 2 for Frankie Tostado. Out in Clearwater, they are tied 2-2 against Dunedin. Nick Maton 0 for 2 in the contest today. He is rehabbing. Gene Cabrera on the mound. If you remember, Cabrera won that Paul Owens Award with Bryson Stott last year. He was the pitcher. Interesting choice because he hadn't thrown any innings in America that summer, but he's been all right for Clearwater. He's very young. Just 20 years old. Out of Venezuela. 2 balls, no strikes to Tostado. He struck out swinging his last time up as he takes one on the outside corner. Skiro looking for a quick 1-2-3 frame to get out of the bottom of the fourth. This is sent into right center. It's going to drop in for the first hit of the game here for the Flying Squirrels. Tostado's just going to take one as that is brought in quickly by the Fightin' Phil's outfield. Here's a base runner on with 2 away for Sean Roby. Roby takes the first pitch at the knees. He's been very impressive here at the Diamond. 18 of his 22 home runs have come here in Richmond. This one's just below the knees. Hits the corner. 1-2. Skiro fighting here with a runner on. It's such a tight game. Just a 1-0 lead by the Fightin' Phils. Anybody that gets on represents the tying run. Time is called. There's some arguing going on in Richmond's dugout. There is some serious chirping that has delayed this game here as Jude Corey says something aggressively back. I'm guessing that's the pitching coach. Not happy with the strike zone. A big swing and a miss. Roby goes down. You can't argue with that one. Strikeout number 7 for Noah Skiro. Here he strands a base runner after Richmond gets a hit. To the 5th we go. The Fightin' Phils lead 1-0.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Both teams had base runners in the 4th, but nobody could get a runner on as the Fightin' Phils lead 1-0. Johan Rojas's home run in the 1st, the only one of the game so far. Here is Jonathan Guzman, Sal Gazzo, and Hunter Marquardt due up as Jake Dahlberg remains in this contest, 75 pitches under his belt. It's tough to tell if it's raining out anymore. It's certainly misty. Guzzi crushes this out to left. Rincones chasing back at the wall. Another fly ball that hangs up in the sky. That wind is pushing in right now, and there is out number 1 here in the 5th. Here's Sal Gazzo. He'll stay on the right side, the switch hitter. Struck out swinging his last time up. Looking to get some base runners here. Sends this foul back into the net behind home plate. Infield, outfield, back deep. Gazzo chases a breaking ball 0-2. This day in baseball town history is a fun one. And I go I go far back with this one. July 9th, 1925. At Rochester. After flying out to the lead in the 9th inning as Gazzo punches this in to right, a diving play by Hayward robs him of a hit. And there's out number 2. So Reading took a very big lead, but there was somebody in the stands in Rochester that was really heckling during the game. And outfielder Howard Kemp had enough. He went into the stands with his bat to chase away the heckler. Finally, the fan ran away, and the police quickly brought him back to the dugout. Need a police escort to get back as Hunter Marquardt takes a strike, showing signs of bunt. Rochester ended up winning that game 5-2, but it was marked by, and this is a quote, considerable scrapping among the players of both clubs. Bet in this day that would, a lot of ejections, fines, and suspensions. As Marquardt takes the ball outside, we'll see if he keeps his bunt going. The Phils lead 1-0 here. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. Hunter keeps the bat on his shoulders as he takes a called strike. Marquardt connects deep to right field. Hayward is there, glove in the air to make the catch. All balls in the air for the Fightin' Phils as they go down in order. Good contact, something's going to drop in. That's how that works. They lead 1-0. Noah Skiro has held them in this game as we head into the bottom of the 5th here at the Diamond.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Noah Skiro ready to rock and roll, waiting for Tyler Fitzgerald to step into the batter's box. Shane Matheny and Ricardo Genovese also due up. The Fightin' Phils lead 1-0 on Johan Rojas' solo shot in the first. It's turned into quite a pitcher's duel since then. As Fitzgerald swings on a breaking ball, looks for signs of bunt. Takes the ball, and this is going to prompt a little bit of a jog from Wendell Rijo. Kind of going in circles out there. Making sure he's playing in enough, keeps the bat on his shoulder, sends this into the outfield. Johan Rojas at the warning track, backs up, makes the catch, and there's the out. Balls are getting hung up in the sky here. I don't know if it's the wind that's pushing them in that 1 or 2 feet, but on both sides today, we have a third team. It's the wind, and the wind is robbing everybody. There's out number 1 here in the 5th, as Shane Matheny steps in. Matheny 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Skiro has 7 strikeouts under his belt right now as he takes a big swing and a miss down 0-2. 8 is his career high. He did that last month. So he sends this fastball outside, 1-2. Only up to 57 pitches here. The longest outing by a Fightin' Phil has been him once. He did 7 earlier. Colton Eastman's also hit 7 before. Just the two of them, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here, bottom 5. This is grounded past Salgazzo into the outfield. And with 1 out, Shane Matheny gets down to first. Just the second hit of the game for the Flying Squirrels. They've also taken a walk down to first. Redding's had just 2 hits, and they've also taken a walk down to first. So it's a very close game. The only difference being one of the Fightin' Phil's hits was a home run. And that's kind of a big difference. Skiro going to work out of the stretch here for just the 3rd time today with a runner on first. He sends a strike to Ricardo Genovese. Playing in the DH spot today. Is listed as a catcher. Skiro's going to go over to the runner on first. Matheny, 3 stolen bases so far this season. Hasn't been caught. Skiro comes home. This is sent foul out of the ballpark for strike number 2. Good catch made by a crowd in the second stand section. It's 2 levels here. The first level, field territory. The second level, high in the sky, because the concourse and the suite section sit between that. It's like half a football field. It's a big dome. That's the best way for me to describe it. As Genovese, chases a breaking ball down and away. That is strikeout number 8 for Noah Skiro. That ties a career high. And here is Jacob Hayward with 2 away. Hayward struck out swinging his first time up. He's got a runner on first and 2 outs here. Down by 1 run are the Richmond Flying Squirrels, and Noah Skiro trying to keep it that way. Shuffling off the bag at first is Shane Matheny. Here's the 2-0 to Hayward. Skiro hits the inside corner, 2-1. Slow roller foul into the Arphil's dugout, and Skiro works the count now, 2-2. Nobody up, well, it's hard to tell. I don't think anybody's up in the bullpen for Richmond. It's covered. It's up the right field line. I can't really see it. Hayward sends this into left field. Racing over is Marquardt. He's going to fire it in. Diving into third is Shane Matheny. Now they've got runners on the corners here. Back to the top of the order with Mike Gigliotti. And Skiro has his first jam of the game. 2 runners on and 2 outs. Gigliotti 0 for 2 with 2 fly balls into right. Fightin' Phil's lead just 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. No damage done yet. Skiro misses outside here to Gigliotti, 1-0. To Matheny on third, Hayward on first. And 2 outs. Skiro's throwing it over to first. They put the tag on Hayward. Gigliotti waiting in that lefty batter's box. No switch hitters on this roster for Richmond. Everybody true righty, true lefty. His fastball misses below the knees, 2-0. Skiro has held the Fightin' Phils in this game so far, allowing just 3 hits and 1 walk. Misses outside 1-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Gigliotti will jog down to first. The bases are loaded here. Are we going to see a visit from anybody from the dugout? Yes, Matt Hockenberry will come out here. Kevin Vicuna, Logan O'Hoppe also going to come towards the mound. No damage is done yet. Still scoreless for the Flying Squirrels. Reading has 1 run, but the bases are loaded. Matheny on third, Hayward on second, and Gigliotti on first here for Brett Arbok, who is 0 for 2, and there are 2 outs here. Crowd getting excited here. At Richmond, and hopefully Skiro looking to shut that down as Matt Hockenberry turns around and heads back to the dugout. The wind is really picking up now because I can feel it inside the booth. It's coming in from center field, which we've seen impact this game already. And there are some pretty dark clouds beyond the left field wall. It's really hard to tell with the radar because honestly, it hasn't been right this entire day. It says 60% chance of rain at 8 p.m., which we're about 10 minutes away from. Skiro deals the first pitch strike to Brett Arbok, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. Bases juiced here for the Flying Squirrels. This is shot to right. Musi on the run back at the wall, a grand slam. Slam for Brett Arbok changes this game as he brings in 4 runs, including himself. Man, we've seen that fly ball hang up in the sky so many times today. How does it get out right now? That's when you feel for Skiro here. He's been so solid this game. You miss on that 1 pitch. His team has not given him much run support today. Here's Diego Rincones. He pops this up. It's foul for strike number 1. Still early in the game, still at the midway point, and just 4 runs on the board there. So they're up by 3 now. Bases are clean. 2 outs here as Rincones takes strike 2. Don't see anything in there. Oh, I do see 1 grand slam. Will Wilson. Oh, that's the only one that I see here. So this is potentially the 2nd grand slam of the season that for the Flying Squirrels. Rincone sends this out to right at ropes foul. Giving chase is Simone Museotti. And he stays down 0-2. Down and away, and Rincone strikes out swinging. That's Skiro's career-high 9th strikeout as he ends the frame. A grand slam from Brett Arbok does change this contest, though. Richmond up 4-1 right now, but it's a Fightin Phil's turn to bat top 6. They got to give some run support here.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely. Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania, services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
A grand slam by Brett Arbok changes this game here, as Richmond now leads 4-1. Still early. We're only in the top of the 6th as Jake Dahlberg stays in this contest here. He'll see the top of the Arphils order with Simone Museotti, Johan Rojas, and Wendell Rijo. The Arphils have just 2 hits, the 1 run coming from Rojas's solo shot. Museotti swats this into right center. Hayward back, making the catch, and there's out number 1. How come that ball gets to hang up in the sky, but Arbok's didn't? Here's Rojas. He's been on twice today, that home run and a walk in the 4th. The rain is coming for us. Luckily, we play tomorrow. 1:05 start here. I can see that mist still hanging out in the sky. People are still sitting out not under cover, so I can tell you that it's still bearable. That's kind of how I judge. Rojas looks to lay down the bunt. Takes the first pitch strike. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders back deep, 1 out, top 6. Rojas deep in 3rd. Roby robs him of a hit. Thought that was going to get in the hole, but it doesn't, and it's just out number 2. Here's Wendell Rijo. He's 0 for 2 today. Love to get something started here for the Arphils. They're down by 3. First pitch outside to Wendell Rijo. Chases a pitch down and away, 1-1. Stepping out, Rijo. Jake Dahlberg still on the rubber here. 90th pitch coming. This will be his longest pitch count-wise as he goes outside to Rijo. 91 is his longest outing, and here comes 91. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, top 6. Your Fightin' Phils trail by 3. Rijo chops this foul. He'll keep his count. That grand slam by Brett Arbok in the bottom of the 5th just sucked the energy. Get it back, though. Chopped foul again. Fightin' Phil's bullpen is covered by tarp, so I imagine that means Noah Skiro will come out for another inning of work. I mean, he's been solid. Just 4 hits and just missed on that 1 pitch there to Arbok that did some serious damage. 2-2, down and away, and a full count here worked by Wendell Rijo now with 2 outs. Waiting on deck is Logan O'Hoppy. Fightin Phils have just 2 hits, 1 from Rojas and 1 from Logan. Here's the payoff. Foul? We'll go again. Rijo sends this deep to right. Hayward backing up. And the right fielder has made quite a number of plays over there. 4, 5, 6 flyouts in right field. And the Fightin Phils go down in order. To the bottom of the 6th, we go down by 3. Here at the diamond, Noah Skiro coming out to the rubber.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Fightin Phils went down in order in the top of the 6th inning. Noah Skiro back on the rubber here for the bottom half. You will see Frankie Tostado, Sean Roby, and Tyler Fitzgerald. 81 pitches here for the righty starter. I imagine the day is done for Jake Dahlberg. Reached 95 offerings. They have kept some guys into 100. I just don't see it happening, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I can't see their bullpen here right now. They are making some adjustments out there on the mound. So they've got that, what I refer to as the scratch plate, which is covered in mud because of this mist. Guys are having issues with the dirt getting stuck to the bottom of their cleats. You can see the grounds crew guys out there hammering this plate in there that sits back behind the rubber. Working hard to make this field playable here. Skiro is going to clean off his cleats. Need to make sure that your footing is stable when you're a pitcher. Any wrong movement could not only lead to a bad pitch, it could lead to injury. And so that's why they're very careful to make sure that the fields are playable. And we are very lucky to have the best grounds crew and the best groundskeeper in the league and in minor league baseball, to be frank with you. Frankie Tostado takes a first pitch strike, then fouls one back down 0-2. Tostado has one of just 4 hits for the Flying Squirrels. Lines it right overhead of Jonathan Guzman at short. It trickles into the outfield. Now have 2 of 5 hits as he gets himself to first here to start off the 6th. Here is Sean Roby. Roby a walk and a strikeout. Takes a first pitch off speeder in for a strike. Now Now one outside, 1-1. So the Phillies had a big 1-0 win over the Cardinals. Lehigh Valley still leads 3-0 over Rochester. They're heading into the bottom of the 6th. At Coca-Cola Park as this pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. Jersey Shore a 1-0 lead. DJ Stewart an RBI single. Andrew Painter got the start there. They gave him just 3 innings, kind of deloading him after spending some time on the developmental list. 36 offerings, 4 strikeouts. Hands the ball to Kyle Goglowski. Roby takes a swinging strike. Ohapi waves off the trainer here. I think it just took the wind out of him. He's having trouble standing up here. Umpire's going to walk the ball out to Skiro. He's going to clean off the plate. I love that unwritten rule of baseball. Now he's going to go get the bat boys. Sean Williams and the trainer Andy Dodson are going to come out even though Logan waved them off. He's in pain and he's still waving them off, and they're not going to listen. They're going to come out. Even if just to give him a second to catch his breath, you know. Just trying to take a deep breath in. Keeps his mask on and he pats him on the knee. He's going to head back into the dugout now with the manager. Logan seems okay. He's going to stay in this contest here as Sean Roby steps back in with a 2-2 count. And a runner on first. Nobody out here, bottom 6. Clearwater and Dunedin are tied at 2 apiece. Nick Maton 0 for 3 rehabbing with the Threshers. Roby takes a ball. Now the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch, ground ball left side, deep and short, 6-4. Do they get him? Yes! A big double play ball by the Fightin' Phils. That's the best shortstop in the league. Flash in his leather, Jonathan Guzman, they turn 2, and they pick up 2 outs on 1 pitch. Obviously, the manager, Dennis Pelfrey, not happy with the call. He comes over to argue it's going to stand. And Skiro has 2 outs and nobody on here for Tyler Fitzgerald. First double play of the game on either side. We've seen lots of strikeouts and lots of fly balls, not a lot on the ground. Two balls outside to Tyler Fitzgerald. He's 0 for 2 today. Reading 1 run on 2 hits. That was Johan Rojas' solo shot in the first. This is sent foul for strike number 1 here to Fitzgerald. Richmond 4 runs on 5 hits. They had a grand slam by Brett Arbok in the bottom of the 5th. So the long balls is what we've been seeing on either side here today, the difference maker. This is shot out to left. Marquardt at the wall, bouncing off. Here's the play at second. In standing up is Tyler Fitzgerald. Will have a double here with 2 outs on the board. From the left side, here's Shane Matheny, and now we are going to see the infield come in and manager Sean Williams come out. He's going to point to the bullpen. We're going to take a break here to see who they send in. A runner on second, 2 outs, bottom 6. Our Phils trail by 3.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Jack Perkins is going to come in here, try to get us out of the bottom of the 6th. Perkins will inherit Tyler Fitzgerald out on second. He'll also inherit 2 outs here as he sees Shane Matheny. Richmond leads 4-1. Don't want to let him lead by more. Jack transitioned to the bullpen this summer after starting the season as a starter. Come out here and get some warm-up pitches in. Had inherited a runner this summer, so this is the first time he'll come out and work with somebody else on. Different situation for a starter here. Kind of guy that can be a longer reliever since he does have experience starting. This is his first appearance in the series, and we'll see how long they give him, obviously dependent on his performance here, with Fitzgerald out on second. And 2 outs. Perkins will attack the lefty Matheny and send him a first pitch strike on the corner. Jack, an 11th round pick back in 2018 out of Stetson University. Born and raised in Germantown, Maryland. Right, he looks back at second out of the stretch. He'll come home inside, and the count evens 1-1. Started the season here with the R-Phils. Last summer, though, saw time in all 3 levels, including Reading, as Matheny sends this back foul, down 1-2. Time is called. Pitch clock violation here to Jack Perkins. Second one we've seen in this game. There was one on Dahlberg, and now one here for the Fightins. Runner on second. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Matheny outside, full count. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs, and he gets a big swing and a miss. Matheny chases, and that will do it here in the 6th. Jack Perkins comes in, he strands a runner on, and he gets us out of it clean. The R-Phils trail by 3. Looking for some runs as we head into the 7th. I believe we'll see somebody out of the bullpen for the Flying Squirrels.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Into the seventh we go here at the Diamond. The R-Phils trail Richmond 4-1. Reading's run came the solo shot by Rojas in the first, a grand slam by Brett Arbok in the bottom of the fifth. Got us where we are. Fightin' Phils down by just 3 as Logan O'Hoppe, Aldrim Corridor, and Kevin Vicuna are going to do up, and we will see Ty Weber for the first time this series. Weber added to the roster yesterday. Or 2 days ago, I guess, at this point. Started the season in Eugene, which is their high A, was transferred to AAA for 2 frames. It's been all around here as the righty sends O'Hoppe a ball, and the second one hits the outside corner, 1-1. Kamai 3.69 ERA in 18 appearances, mostly out of the bullpen. Logan lines this into left. Roby can't get a glove on it. He's going to take 2. It goes all the way to the wall. He's thinking about 3. He's going to stop at 2. Dives back in very aggressively. A leadoff double for Logan O'Hoppe puts us in a very good spot here. His 60th hit of the season. Takes back the team leading in the hit category. And here's Aldrim Corridor with a runner in scoring position. Into the back part of this ball game now. First pitch ball outside, righty on lefty matchup here. Back-to-back Illinois pitchers. That's where Weber went to school. That's really interesting as Aldrim takes the ball on the outside corner, 1-1. Originally, Weber drafted in the 34th round in 2016. Didn't sign, went to school, and then picked up as a free agent in that pandemic season by the Giants. For just his second season in professional baseball, as the righty comes outside to Corridor, 2-1, and this makes it 3-1. O'Hoppe shuffling off the bag at second. He does have 5 stolen bases. He's going to have to be careful. Reading cannot afford to lose a base runner here, but they have certainly went more aggressive as of late, and it's been fun to watch. Aldrim thought it was ball 4 way outside. I guarantee Tyler Henson said something from the dugout there. And now the count is full. So, you know, it's tough when both teams are a little bit angry about the strike zone. Looking back at second, payoff pitch sent out to left foul. We'll go again. Corridor trying to make something happen here for the Fightin' Phils. Down by 3 in the top of the 7th. They've had just 3 hits today, 2 from Logan and the home run from Rojas. Hops out on second. Here's the payoff pitch inside, ball 4, and now Aldrum gets his walk. Jogs down to first. The Fightin' Phils have 2 on here for Kevin Vicuna, and now Vicuna represents the tying run here at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. He's due for a hit. Even if the Fightins could start chipping away at this 3-run lead. Still misty out there. I think it's starting to drizzle a little bit. It's gross. I'm happy to be inside. Do have my windows open though. Looking to lay down the bunt is Kevin. Sends it foul. 0-1. Definitely the kind of guy that can run it out down to first. And yesterday when Guzman put that sac bunt down, he induced an error, and that allowed some runs to come home. Always a possibility with that as well on a kind of a bang-bang play. Kevin's going to put down the bunt again. Ball comes up and in. He'll hold off, and it's 1-1. Hop out on second, Corridor on first. Nobody out here. Weber. Vicuna lines this into right. It's going to drop in. Ohapi being waved around at home. No play at the plate. They throw it into second. And Kevin Vicuna, an RBI single, makes this a 2-run game. Corridor stays put at second. Vicuna on first. There's 2 on and nobody out here for Jonathan Guzman. And now we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Paul Asagura, since Weber has come out here in relief. First time in Double-A, although he does have 2 innings in Triple-A, and he hasn't been able to get an out. This is good for the Fightin' Phils, as I talked about earlier. Not a lot of wiggle room in the bullpen for Richmond. They've already got somebody up and throwing. Yesterday they used 5 guys, but the biggest problem is that they put 2 players on the injured list and they didn't bring anybody in. So if you ask me, and obviously I have no say and no actual idea who's available, if you ask me who's actually available, not counting Ty Weber, who's already on the mound, they've got 4 other guys, which is enough to get them through the game. And of course, you can have guys go on back-to-back days. They had Rivera do that yesterday. So that's certainly a possibility. Somebody like maybe Clay Helvey, who only threw 24 pitches yesterday. Maybe John Russell, he threw 19. But 4 guys who didn't pitch yesterday left. Let's go with that. Laying down the bunt is Guzman. It's foul. Back-to-back days with sac bunts here. Maybe trying to get another one. He'll come back up to the batter's box. Plus, with the game tomorrow, the end of the series, it always gets tight in the bullpen. I mean, Reading facing similar over there. It's just how it works. That's where strategy comes into play really well. Weber comes set, 2 on, nobody out. Guzzi looks to lay down the bunt. They call it strike. I'll be hard-pressed to think he'll do it again, but you never know, because the infield's going to go back out with 2 strikes. They're thinking the same thing I am. A 2-strike bunt foul is an out. That's a rule. Keeps the bat on his shoulder. Ground ball left side. They're going to turn 2 here. Does he run it out at first? He does! Jonathan Guzman hustles. And that'll go in as a fielder's choice. A fielder's choice is when the fielder chooses a different bag than first to get the out at. Obviously, they were trying to get the out at first, and Jonathan was just too fast for them. So they go and get the out at second. So Kevin Vicuna out on the 6-4 force. Guzman at first. He should have been out, let's say, if the shortstop just went over there immediately. That's why they call it a fielder's choice. As Sal Gazzo steps up, he's going to bat from the left side here against the righty Weber. Aldrum Corridor is out on third. So the Fightin' Phils have 2 on and just 1 out here. They trail by 2. Love to get another one here if Gazzo can send this deep. Chops it foul into Richmond's dugout, a ball and a strike. Runners on the corners here for the Fightin' Phils. A shift for the lefty Gazzo. He takes a ball below the knees, 2-1. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Hunter Marquardt. Then we'll go back to the top of the order. They throw over to first. And they get Jonathan Guzman, and they're going to say it's actually a balk. It's a balk. And that balks in a run. And now Pelfrey is going to come out and yell. So what happened here, Weber made an illegal motion, which means he went towards home before he went towards first. And you can't do that. Once you start going towards home, you have to throw the pitch. And he didn't do that. So that's a balk, and that means runners advance. So instead of being out at first, Jonathan Guzman is going to get second. And Aldrum Corridor has come home, and Dennis Pelfrey has been ejected here. Arguing with home plate umpire Jude Corey. Now, Corey was the one that made the balk call. Sean Cassidy punched out Guzman at first. That's what he's looking for. Obviously, you're looking at the whole field. That's what he's looking for. Frankie Tostado arguing as well. They're going to accept the call. Nobody else is going to be ejected. Pelfrey is going to head back out into the clubhouse. You got to get off. You got to get out of the dugout when you're ejected. And that's a game changer here for the Fightin' Phils. So over to second on the balk is Jonathan Guzman, and coming home is Aldrum Corridor. And the Fightin' Phils trail by just 1 here. I think it's tough for the crowd here. You hear a lot of boos back behind me. I'm not sure they fully understand what happens there. Balk is tough. It's a tough call. Sometimes it's tough even for me to see. That was one of the more obvious ones. Everybody in the Fightin' Phils dugout immediately erupted. And Jude Corey, to his credit, noticed it as well and made the call. Sal Gazzo's still up at the plate. He takes the ball. Now the count is 3-1. Weber looks back at second. Gazzo sends his foul, and the count is full. I'm not sure how much longer they're going to give Weber here. Just kind of see if that frazzles him at all or if he stays in this game. Just 1 out here, and Guzman out on second. That's the tying run. Gazzo the go-ahead run at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch, and he chases on an off-speed down and away. And there's out number 2 here for Hunter Marquardt. So many things in this inning here for the Fightin' Phils show resolve. You got to go back and you got to give Jonathan Guzman credit for running out that double play, right? I mean, that made the difference in this inning. Now the acting manager, the pitching coach, Paul Asagura, is going to come out here. He's going to talk to his team. They're going to point to the bullpen. We're going to take a break here as they take the ball away from Ty Weber. Talking to his whole infield here. Weber still hasn't given him up the ball. There's somebody coming in from the bullpen. Kind of have to give it up. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back stuck in the top of the 7th in a very good way here in Richmond. as Gray Fentner comes up with Jonathan Guzman on second. 2 outs here for the Fightin' Phils as Hunter Marquardt steps in on the left side. The Fightin' Phils trail 4-3, and it has started raining here in Richmond. A lot of ponchos, a lot of umbrellas out, but I'm impressed with how many of these fans have stayed put. They announced a crowd over 5,000 in the rain is impressive. The righty, Fenter, glove at the waist, not focused on Guzzi, comes home. Off the bat of Marquardt, gets through third. Coming home and tying up this game is Jonathan Guzman. A double from Hunter Marquardt makes it 4-4. He gives a little shimmy out there on second once he can regain his balance. Just poked that the opposite way, right past Sean Roby. And he hustled for 2 there. Got to give him credit for getting himself in scoring position here as we go back to the top of the order. Simone Museotti. Reading has already plated 3 runs in this inning, and they've tied it up 4 apiece. They do have 2 outs. Here's the lefty, Simone Museotti, with Marquardt in scoring position here. See if they can keep it going. Slow roller deep in the hole at short. Fitzgerald, what is going on here? They've caught Marquardt, picked him off. He's out of the baseline. And Sean's going to come in and argue there. I mean, he only took 1 step in the grass. So they didn't make the play over to first. I'm going to watch this back here. Okay, so I don't know what happened. Well, he's going on contact with 2 outs. He barely stepped out of the baseline. I mean, he took 1 step on the grass. Sean is arguing here with Jude Corey. Jude has already ejected Pelfrey as a manager. He does not eject Sean here. He just says okay and he walks away. The Fightin' Phils do tie it at 4. We'll explain more about what happened as we go into the bottom half. But stretch time at the ballpark, this is a different game.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies.
All right, so if you ask me, here's what happened. Hunter Marquardt's going with 2 outs, right? From second, you're going on contact with a bat-to-ball contact, okay? So he's coming around third. He's coming home. That's what you do. You go all the way no matter what happens, right? That's a ground ball to short. Fitzgerald picked it up, but he never sent it to first, even though, I mean, it was deep at short and it wasn't fast. He could have got Musi at first. He chose not to. Instead, he saw that Hunter was coming home and he went there. I don't know why he didn't throw it over to first. And so they got Hunter out. Basically, it'll go in 6-2, I believe, as this is a ground ball left side. Rijo over to first. There's out number 1 for Jack Perkins. It will go in as a single for Museotti. And then out at home, shortstop to the catcher, Although I think really what the call there was that he stepped out of the baseline and not with the tag. But I guess it could have been the tag too. So anyways, the Fightin' Phils, they do get 3 runs though. And now we're tied up at 4 runs and 6 hits apiece here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out quickly for Jack Perkins. And here's Jacob Hayward, the number 9 hitter. He's up 2-0 as the pitch comes inside. Big swing and a miss. Perkins came in to help get us out of the 6th. He struck out Shane Matheny with a runner on second. And now he'll come in, get a fresh inning of his own. Sends a ball inside 3-1. Hayward punches this into the outfield. It's foul. Kevin Vicuna comes over, and he can't make the catch right in front of this group area down the right field line. He looks frustrated with himself. It was a tough play. It would have been over the shoulder. It would have been a basket catch. It goes in as a long foul ball, and now the count is full. Kevin's one of those guys that wears his heart on his sleeve. He is just so into it, and I love it. He has told me before, as the payoff pitch comes in, Hop tries to get the frame on the outside corner. They don't, and there's a walk to Jacob Hayward with a runner on. Back to the top of the order here for Mike Gigliotti. He's told me before that he just wants to be 1 through 9, you know? Just get him in the order, and he's going to work here. And that's the very always exuding positive energy, always having a good time out there. It's fun to watch. So the go-ahead run on first here with Jacob Hayward. Gigliotti from the left side takes a first pitch strike. He's 0 for 2 today, also a walk. Up and away goes Jack. 1-1. Nobody up in the bullpen here for the Fightins right now. Runner on first. Cuts him inside. 2-1. This is swatted foul. It's going to go way into the stands for strike number 2. 4 runs on 6 hits for either side here in the bottom of the 7th. Rain is starting to come here at the ballpark. The grounds crew has done a really good job of keeping this playable. Pitch is in the dirt. Hop, a good pick. Hayward has not stolen a bag all season. He's out on first. Taken way out to center field. Rojas is there in front of the warning track. He'll make the catch. Jacob has to stay put at first. The crowd did not have quite the right depth perception there, or more, I think they just wanted it to be out. And there's out number 2 here as we go to Brett Arbok. He had that big grand slam that put all 4 runs on the board for Richmond in the bottom of the 5th. Hayward still out on first. There's 2 outs now, bottom 7. Looking to lay down the bunt. Pulls back at strike 1. This is the kind of weather that is just making my hair frizz. You can relate? You know what I mean. Arbok looks to lay down the bunt. It's foul, and that makes it 0-2. Don't think we'll see the bunt again there. Quinn's an interesting choice for a guy that just hit a grand slam. You know? Certainly can play both sides of the ball there. He's also struck out twice today. They're showing the lights out in center field. The rain is starting to come. Wynn pushing in for center field. 2 outs for Jack Perkins. Here's the 0-2. Sent foul will go again. Hayward shuffles off the bag at first. Perkins trying to put up a clean frame and give his team the opportunity in the top of the 8th. We're all tied up at 4. Here's the 0-2. Just below the knees will go again. Perkins comes set at the waist. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's a 1-2. Cuts him on the inside. A big strikeout for Jack Perkins to get out of the inning. And the Fightin' Phils keep it tied at 4. To the 8th we go. Bats are alive for the Fightin' Phils.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Jack Perkins came in the bottom of the 7th after the Fightin' Phils tied it up, and he kept it that way. And so into the 8th we go, 4 runs and 6 hits apiece. It's been clean defense tonight after kind of a rocky past few games in the field on both sides. The Fightin' Phils will turn to Johan Rojas, Wendell Rijo, the 2 that didn't get up in the 7th, and then Logan O'Hoppe, as Rijo sends this foul to start things off. Good catch made by a fan. Very exciting. Ray Fentner staying in this game. He came in to get the out to end the 7th. Keep working. Rojas pokes this the opposite way. He's going to start it off with a base hit. A multi-hit game for Johan, his 3rd multi-hit game in a row here for the Fightin' Phils. That's 14 hits in 9 games. And he gets himself on first to start off this frame. He's the guy that you want on first when you're tied. He's the go-ahead runner right now. This is a guy that can get himself, this is a guy that can manufacture this 5th run here. In the heart of the order, Wendell Rijo is due up. Rain is starting to come down here at the ballpark. Fenter needs a minute. His catcher comes out here. They're not on the same page about something. Rijo 0 for 3, all balls in the air today. And with this angle, you can really see the rain coming. Not unplayable though, and they've been working to make the field stay that way. They replaced the cleat scratch pad out there. Be able to wipe the mud off the bottom of the pitcher's shoes so they can have best grip as they can. Runner on first, nobody out, top 8. Wendell stepping in, digging his right foot in the batter's box. Takes a pitch in the dirt. 1-0. Rojas out at first. Getting some information from Mike Jones, who's got the stopwatch over there. Leaning over, getting the sign from his catcher, Arbok, is Fenner. This is below the knees. 2-0 here to Wendell. Doesn't look like anybody's up in the bullpen for Richmond. And there is ball 3 to Wendell Rijo. Waiting in the on-deck circle is a cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe, who's already had 2 hits for the Fightin' Phils. Don't think he's going to swing on a 3-0 count, but we'll wait and see as he takes ball 4 up and in. And the Fightin' Phils have 2 base runners here as Wendell jogs down to first. That pushes Rojas into scoring position here. And in a tie ball game, the Fightin' Phils are threatening late in this game, and we've seen them take advantage these past 2 games late. Yesterday's game, the Fightin' Phils scored 2 in the 8th and 2 in the 10th to take the win. On Thursday night, they had 2 in the 9th to take the win. And even in the loss on Wednesday, they were scoring in the 7th and the 8th inning. 3 in the 7th on Monday as well. So that's really where they're tacking it on against these teams, hammering the bullpen. O'Hoppe shows signs of bunt. He holds off on a ball. He's just trying to push Rojas 90 feet from home if he can. Both of these runners very speedy. Corner infielders are going to come in. Logan wants to put the bunt down again, but he takes a ball. 2-0, and now Richmond's got somebody up. Waiting for Fenner to get up on the rubber. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Paul Asagura, here. He doesn't seem sure of himself, Fenner, right now, and that's not a good sign for a pitcher. Pitchers have to have elite confidence, bordering on cocky, especially for guys coming out of the bullpen. Not everybody is like that. I don't want to make a bold statement that everybody is like that, but you certainly can't be unsure of yourself, and that's what Fenner is right now. Frankie Tostado also coming in from first, the catcher as well. They're going to break up this meeting on the mound. Out on second is Rojas. On first is Rijo. And Logan O'Hoppe has taken 2-0. He wants to lay down the bunt. He just hasn't seen a pitch to do so. So we'll come up here. Wants to do the bunt again, but it's 3-0. We'll see if he puts the bat on his shoulder here, or if he tries to lay down the bunt. A walk would still put Rojas 90 feet from home, and that's the main goal here. As he keeps the bat on his shoulder, he'll take a strike outside. Now we'll see if he brings back the bunt or not. That bounces in the dirt. It gets away from Arbok, it doesn't really matter because it's ball 4, and that doesn't get that far away. Logan jogs down to first. Back-to-back walks here by Fentner. This game has turned in favor of the Fightin' Phils, and by that I mean the momentum. And now we're going to see the pitching coach, who's basically the acting manager here since Pelfrey got ejected. He'll come in, and I believe he'll take the ball away from Fentner. Rojas on third, Rijo on second, Ohapi on first. The bases are loaded, and there's nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Now, we are still tied at 4, but Aldrum Corridor is up, and all he has to do here is push a ball into the outfield. We're going to take a break. We're going to allow the reliever to warm up. The Fightin' Phils here are in a good spot. Cole Waits is going to come out of the bullpen here with the bases loaded and nobody out for the Fightin' Phils in the top of the 8th. The wind is blowing, the rain is coming, and the Fightin' Phils are threatening heavily. Tied ball game, 4 runs apiece in the top of the 8th inning. Aldrum Corridor is due up. We've already seen 1 grand slam in this game. Can we see 2? And Aldrum's already had 1 so far this season. He'll fight the wind here. It's pushing from right to left. This is a big moment for the Fightin' Phils. They at least want to take the lead, but they would like some insurance runs. As they turn to Cole Waits here, he inherits all of these runners. All of them track back to Gray Fentner. First pitch ball, the infield coming in. Aldrum smacks his foul, 1-1. His grand slam happened back on June 8th, so literally a month and a day ago. Did that at Binghamton. Actually, I think that was at home, so it's versus Binghamton. Ball and 2 strikes here to Aldrum. Infield in for the Flying Squirrels, Rojas, Rijo, and Ohapi left to right across the bases. The 1-2, sent foul, will get to go again. Trying to get something in the air here. He had a deep fly ball to right, strikeout, and then a walk and scored a run on that balk. That's how the Fightin' Phils ended up tying it up, putting 3 runs on in the 7th. Turning the tables here, it's... what a night. Corridor chases some high heat, 95 up and away. Man, wanted that bad, and he'll go down swinging here for out number 1. Now it's on the shoulders of Kevin Vicuna here to break this tie. First pitch up and away, ball to Kevin. He had an RBI single for the Fightin' Phils back in the 7th. Just trying to get something in the outfield here so Rojas can come home. Got arguably the fastest runner in the team out at third. And just went out, a ball in the dirt. Arbok, a good block. He's going to have to be perfect back behind the plate. A 2-0 count here. Infield in, they're going to stay on that grass edge. Everybody's taking a lead here with just one out. Kevin swats this very sharply foul. First base coach Mike Jones is going to track that ball into the outfield. Count is 2-1. Bases loaded, one out here. Fightin' Phils are tied with Richmond. There's ball 3 away. I know the count is 3-1. The scoreboard says 2-2. I wonder if the players check that. Usually the umpire will wave his fingers very aggressively when it's wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm right in this instance. Into right field. This should be deep enough for Rojas to tag. Hayward makes the catch. The play at the plate is no good, and Rijo comes to third. The Fightin' Phils take a 5-4 lead on a sacrifice fly by Kevin Vicuna. What is the crowd booing about? There was no play. And that was huge for Rojas to tag and come home, but even as much for Rijo to tag and come home. Throw was, I don't even know where Hayward was throwing that. Threw it like in between home and third, so it wasn't towards any bag. And now here is Jonathan Guzman with a chance to do more damage. There is 2 outs, but there's still runners on the corners. Guzzi takes the first pitch, ball up and away. Guzman sends this into right. It hangs up in the sky just long enough for Hayward to make the catch. But the Fightin' Phils get that go-ahead run on the board. A sacrifice fly by Kevin Vicuna makes it 5-4. And the R Phils lead going into the bottom of the 8th. Who's coming out of the bullpen here for Reading in just one moment?
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils in all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Jack Perkins will come out for another frame. Connecting is Rincones out to left, coming over. And making the catch is Rojas, calling off Hunter Marquardt. There is a deep out number 1. Rincones looks like he's hobbling back into the dugout. Take out number 1 with him. And here's Frankie Tostado. Perkins joined the game in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on. He struck out Matheny for the final out. In the 7th, he allowed a walk but was clean. This is a ground ball to Kevin Vicuna. Wow, 2 pitches, 2 outs here for Jack. And here's Sean Roby with 2 away. The Arphils lead 5-4. Late and close in this game. Of course, we still have the 9th. Reading has 3 more outs. Richmond has 4. Rain has been falling this entire contest. We've kept playing. Roby 0 for 2, a walk, a strikeout, and grounded into a double play. He'll come up here. Obviously, everybody that comes up represents the tying run since it's just a 1-run ball game. Big hack. After taking a ball, it's 1-1. Fightin' Phil's 7 hits, Richmond 6. Jack deals. This is shot out to right. Muzi going back at the wall. Solo shot ties it up. Sean Roby in his 23rd home run of the season here. 19 of them at the Diamond. Makes it 5-5 here. And these 2 teams just going tit for tat. Here, both teams 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Tyler Fitzgerald will come up. Now everybody represents the go-ahead run. First pitch strike, second one down and away. Two balls and a strike here. Perkins trying to get out of this inning here and keep it a tie ball game. Two and two now, the count, 2 outs here. Jack kicks and fires home. A breaking ball gets Fitzgerald to chase, so Hoppy puts the tag on him. And that will do it. A solo shot from Sean Roby, though, makes this game 5-5. When the Arphils come up in the top of the 9th, listed Sal Gazzo, Hunter Marquardt, and Simone Museotti.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Here we go into the ninth. Both teams 5 runs on 7 hits. Yesterday, the Fightins won a late and close game here in the 10th. Let's do it 9 today. Let's do it 9. Due up, Sal Gazzo, Hunter Marquardt, and Simone Museotti. Cole Waits will stay in this game. Came in and got the final 3 outs with the bases loaded, allowing just 1 run to cross. That was that sac fly by Kevin Vicuna that made it 5-4. Then a solo shot by Sean Roby in the bottom of the 8th tied us up at 5-5. So the lead has changed hands 4 times today. As we enter the top of the 9th, Sal Gazzo just looking to get on base. He lays down a bunt. Coming over, Roby, the play to first, and they beat him there. Right idea by Sal, I think. Just doesn't make it happen. There's out number 1. Trying to get somebody on. Everybody that comes up obviously represents the go-ahead run on either side. Richmond, the home team, will have the bottom half. Here's Hunter Marquardt from the left side. He had that big RBI double in the 7th to tie it up at 4. Looks to lay down the bunt himself, but he takes a strike. He's down 0-2, and I don't think he's going to lay down the bunt anymore. After Hunter, we go back to the top of the order with Simone Museotti. Both teams 5 runs on 7 hits. Top of the 9th here at the Diamond. The series is tied 2-2. They peg him. Right kind of back shoulder, and not exactly how you wanted to get a base runner on, but I guess we'll take it since Marquardt doesn't seem injured. Winced a little bit. Obviously, you take a heater to the shoulder. That doesn't feel good. But he'll jog down to first, and Reading has a base runner here with 1 out for Simone Museotti. Took 1 for the team as he jogs down to first. Museotti a single back in the 7th. Come up with the go-ahead run on first. A little bit of shift for the lefty bat. Wade steals inside. Ball 1. Arbok has been very solid back behind the plate. Hunter's a good base runner. He's the kind of guy that you put in as a pinch runner late in the game. We've seen that from him before, but he's already on first himself here. I don't know if he'd take off and risk the row. He's going to take off. Here's the throw by Arbok. He slides in. He's safe. Crowd not happy. It was a good call. He slid under the tag. It was a solid throw by Arbok. I'm showing it back on my replay. It's just that he threw it a little bit up. You're almost looking to throw it into the dirt where the runner's sliding in. And Hunter gets himself here in a scoring position, and that was a ball to Museotti. It's his first stolen base of the season. Musi checks his swing. It's a strike. Want to get that runner 90 feet from home with your out. Up and away, 3-1 here to Waits. If I'm talking about fresh arms left in the bullpen for Richmond, Trenton Toplicar and Chris Wright. Obviously, you can use somebody that threw yesterday. Talking about guys that didn't pitch yesterday that are available. Here's the 3-1 upstairs. It's ball 4. And even though Hunter stole second, Museotti will jog down to first. The Fightin' Phils have 2 on here and just 1 out for Johan Rojas. 2 hits and a walk today. Johan had the party started in the first with a solo shot. Reading's got somebody warming up in the bullpen. I have no clue how that is. He's a righty, which eliminates everybody, but doesn't eliminate anybody but Brian Marconi, obviously. Glove at the chest. Up and away. Looks like he slipped a little bit. The grounds crew did a really good job of fixing up that mound before this inning started. Some fresh turf out there, the new scratch pad out in the back. I got to find out the official name for that because that's just not what it's called. Gets a fresh baseball here. 2 on for the Fightin' Phils, 1 out. Here's Johan Rojas, smacks it back foul, 1-1. Marquardt out on second, shuffles off the bag. Rojas, right side. They're going to try to turn 2 here. He runs it out at first. That is huge for the Fightin' Phils as innings continues. On the fielder's choice, he gets himself to first and Marquardt to third. Muzi's out at second. It was a good play by Richmond. He's just so fast. I mean, that wasn't questionable. Nobody came out to question it. And here is the pitching coach, acting manager, Paul Osigura, since Pelfrey was tossed earlier in this game. Are they going to take the ball from Waits? Or is it just a mound visit? Now it's a little bit tough to tell. There is somebody warming in the bullpen. There's actually a bullpen guy who's keeping the dirt out there good. Got to appreciate that. This looks like just a mound visit. I think he would have pointed already if he wanted somebody to come in. They're going to keep Waits in. The entire infield did come in for that, though. Hunter Marquardt on third. That's the go-ahead run. 2 outs on the board. Rojas is at first, and here is Wendell Rijo, who's looking for his first hit of the game here. He's kept his on-base streak now up to 11 consecutive games. That's his longest of the season. 14 hits and 9 walks when he walked in the 8th. Come up with a very important at-bat. Rojas is as good as gone to second. Steals. 6 of the season successfully. He hasn't been caught here in Reading. He's only been caught once. 39 of 40 stolen bases. 2 in scoring position here for Wendell. That was a ball. This one's a strike. 96 from Cole Waits. We saw Waits earlier this series. 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts to end the game on Wednesday. Did not see Rijo then. He bumps this back foul. He's down 1-2. Reading trying to take the lead here. We're tied up at 5 apiece in the top of the 9th. Marquardt on third, Rojas on second, 2 outs here. Wendell Rijo in the righty batter's box. A ball and 2 strikes. Chopped to slow rolling. He's going to try to run it out. It's bobbled by Roby. VR Phils lead 6-5. No throw, and it's going to go in as an error on the third baseman, his 2nd error of the series. And the Fightin' Phils are just finding every which way. It was slow to third. It was going to be a rushed play, but he didn't even get it in his glove. Rojas shuffles to third. Wendell reaches on an error, and Marquardt comes home. They lead by 1. Inning continues. 2 outs, Logan O'Hoppe. Rijo is off and going to second. That's his 12th stolen base of the season here. No throw from Arbok with the runner on third as Logan takes a first pitch strike. Now they've got 2 in scoring position, and they're trying to get up by more than 1 here. Inside for a strike. Logan's down 0-2. Give whoever's coming out a little bit more wiggle room. Hops had 2 hits and a walk today, also a run scored. 2 on, 2 out for the Fightins. They lead by 1. Here's the 0-2 to Logan. He swats it foul. Will go again. Up and into Logan, bumps him back out of the box. Glove at the chest here for Waits. Logan sends this back foul, will go again. Shaking off the sign here from Arbok. This count 1 and 2 now. Rojas on third, Rijo on second. Another foul ball back. Logan is fighting here. Somebody up in the bullpen. Waits his 33 pitches here in relief. That was pitch number 6 to Logan. There's a ball in the dirt, unquestionable. Waits taking his time on the rubber. 2 on, 2 out. The Fightins lead by 1. Here's the 2-2 to Logan. Guess what? It's foul. That was pitch number 8. This lead has changed hands 5 times today. Both teams have 7 hits, but the Armphils have capitalized every way they can. They lead by 1. This is a called strike 3, and they ring up Ohapi on the outside corner. 96 by Waits. But the Fightin' Phils score the go-ahead run. Wendell Rijo puts the ball in play. Roby makes an error. This is the second time in a row that they've capitalized on errors. They lead 6-5 over the Flying Squirrels. To the bottom of the 9th, we go. 3 outs here for the Fightin' Phils. We're going to turn to the bullpen here at the Diamond.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Jack Perkins hands the ball over to Braden Zarbniski in a save situation here. Perkins 2 1/3 innings of work, 1 hit. It was just that home run to Sean Roby that had tied us up at 5 apiece. He struck out 3 batters. The Fightin' Phils came up in the 9th. Any way you can, this team. They scored a run, a hit by pitch, a walk, a fielder's choice, and then an error in that inning. They also stole 2 bases. but they got that run across. You put the ball in play, and good things are going to happen here. And now they lead 6-5, and Zarbniski has a 3-out, 1-run save. They'll see 7 through 9 in the order. Shane Matheny takes the first pitch ball overhead. 7 through 9 not saying much. These guys are batting pretty well. Genovese and Hayward due up. Still raining here, still windy at the ballpark. Misses here 2-0. Zarb has not had a save situation so far this series. Big swing and a miss with 91. Or this season, I guess. No save situations this season. Does have 1 win under his belt. Saw him already once this series, 2 2/3, as he gets a foul ball back by Matheny. 2-2 the count. Allowed just 1 run on 1 hit. That was a home run. He struck out 5. The home run was to Frankie Tostado, and Matheny is struck out. There is out number 1. A huge check off the bucket list here for Zarbniski as he gets 1 away on a strikeout. And here is Ricardo Genovese, who makes the sign of the cross as he steps in the righty batter's box. Everybody that comes up is going to be the tying run here. We went to extras yesterday. We do not want to do that here today. Skied into center, playable. Rojas, Smoozy, it's Simone who makes the catch, and right, there's 2. So a caught looking and a fly out. Now there's 2 away here as it falls on the shoulder of Jacob Hayward. He's had a single and a run scored back in the 5th on that grand slam. Also walked in the 7th. Takes a deep breath before he steps up on the first base side of the rubber. He's got 1 out to give the Fightin' Phils a win here. This would be their 3rd straight against Richmond. First pitch hits the outside corner, strike 1. Chopped foul, and now Richmond is down to their final strike here. Fightin' Phils 6 runs on 7 hits. Richmond 5 runs on 7 hits. They made a crucial error last inning. And now Reading leads. Braden Zarbniski has Jacob Hayward 0-2 with 2 outs. Up the elevator shaft, Wendell Rijo takes a step into foul territory, and he makes the catch alongside third base, and Braden Zarbniski gets the job done. He slams the door on the Flying Squirrels, and Reading picks up a big 6-5 win. That's 3 straight for the Fightin' Phils. Jack Perkins will take home the win here. Fightin' Phils had a great contest, paddled hard, and they look really happy out there as they do the high five line on the mound. Tomorrow we'll wrap up the series here. The Fightin' Phils will go for the series victory. A 105 start. We'll see Monday's original starters. It is the righty Matt Frisbee for Richmond versus righty Colton Eastman. Fans, you don't want to miss this. Your Fightin' Phils, the final score today, Reading 6, Richmond 5.